Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today we are playing the 1982 All-Star Game, which is at Olympic Stadium in Montreal. And we have all of the famous Montreal patrons here, such as Celine Dion, who I think would have been 13 years old. And I don't think there's anybody else from Montreal that's famous, but Celine Dion's here. Maybe Queen Elizabeth made it. I have no idea. But we're going to play in the 1982 All-Star Game. And the All-Star rosters have yet to be determined. So as we stand here on the 8th, we're going to advance one day, just like this. I have no idea who the starting pitchers are. I have no idea if... do they have it listed yet? No. Okay, so there's one injury to a Toronto player. Who cares? So we're going to go ahead and play this game, and let's get this game started. I'm curious to see whoever the starting pitcher is for the American League. That's who we're going to go with, and then I'll manipulate the lineups from there. We're going to control the American League. Boom. And here we go. Let's see. We'll go down the rosters and take a look here. Oh, no. Frank Tanana, you son of a bitch. He is our starting pitcher today, and he's having a great season. Let's take a look at him real quick here. 13-4 with 20 starts. Wow, they must be on a four-man rotation. And 117 strikeouts and 158 innings pitched for the Angels. So he's having a pretty decent season. He's got 5 shutouts already. Holy cow. The other players that have made the roster, look at this. We have a couple Tigers on there. We have Dennis Leonard of the Kansas City Royals. First place Kansas City Royals. Best record in the American League. He's 13-4. Alan Ramirez from Baltimore, the only starting pitcher that's still healthy on Baltimore. John Tudor from Boston and John Denny from Cleveland makes it. There's Jack. Surprising to see Jack makes it over Dave Rozema, who had a better record and a better ERA. Doug Rao. I think Doug Rao has made all 3 All-Star games that we've played so far. Matt Keogh from the Oakland A's. Doug Rao is on California as well, right? No, he's on the Twinkies. There we go. And then we have Moose Haas, who is now on, we just played him Texas. And look at that, George Capizzello makes the team from Detroit, the only reliever chosen. He's a lefty. So congrats to George Capizzello making his first All-Star game. And Roger Slagle from New York Yankees. So we're going to go with Frank Tanana. And then here is our lineup and our bench for today's game against Bob Welch. He's going to be the starting pitcher for the National League. Bob Welch of the Dodgers. So we have, we're in a National League stadium, so Frank Tanana is going to bat today too. So we have Spike Owen, shortstop for Seattle. Yep. As you might have expected, George Brett, best batting average in the American League. We have Paul Molitor of the Brew Crew. Ron Kittle leading the American League with 20 home runs. Danny Tartabull, who is on Toronto. So he's the only Toronto representative. Willie Aikens from Kansas City. Ron Hassey of the New York Yankees. Willie Wilson from the Royals, a lot of Royals, as you might expect, with their great record, including Rance Mulliniks. We got the Bull, Greg Luzinski, a couple backup catchers, Ernie Witt and Biff Pocaroba. George Orta makes the team, and Cardi Lansford, no Mickey Hatcher. So the only Tigers to make the roster are Jack Morris and George Capizzello, of all players. So very interesting. Okay, so we're going to go with this lineup. And can we see the season stats? There you go. So you can see what they're batting. as we're playing. And when we get to the National League, we'll take a look at their, we won't be able to see their bench. We will take a look here at Bob Welch. What's Bob Welch doing? 20th start, he's 13-4 with that 2.03 ERA. Pretty damn good. He's got 3 shutouts of his own, 95 Ks and 155 innings pitched. I guess this was his first good season. And then, was it 1985 that he won 27 games? He had that one big season. And nonetheless, it's in the future. This year he's 13-4. And I guess let's go ahead and get this game going. We have Spike Owen, shortstop for the Mariners, leading off, batting .367 versus right-handers. Owen's a switch hitter. And he takes strike 3 looking. You're in the All-Star game. You got to be swinging away. All fastballs from Bob Welch. Is he a one-pitch pitcher? No, he's got 4 pitches. And he's actually 1 day until he's fully rested, so I don't know how far he's going to go. Next up is George Brett, by far the best hitter in the American League. Look at this guy, batting .382, 17 home runs, 87 RBIs. Only Ron Kittle, with his 20 home runs, is preventing him from winning the Triple Crown in the AL. Brett, ground ball to short, and Wally Backman makes the play. 2 down. Here's Paul Molitor. Molitor, batting .256 overall, rips it down the left field line, all the way up against the wall. And Molitor has the first hit in the All-Star game. That's a double. That's going to bring up Ron Kittle. As I mentioned, he has the most home runs in the American League. He's got 20. This is his first full season for the White Sox, and he's crushing it. Kittle pops it up on the right side of the infield. Who's going to catch it? Looks like the first baseman, Driessen, makes the play, and we go to the bottom half of the first. Let's go ahead and take a look at the National League lineup today. Wally Backman leading off, playing shortstop for the New York Mets. Batting second, and in center field is Terry Puhl of the Houston Astros. Batting third in left field is Tony Gwynn of the Padres. Batting cleanup, playing second base, is Gary Redus of the Cincinnati Reds. Batting fifth in right field is Dave Parker of the New York Mets. Batting sixth and catching today is Keith Moreland of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Batting seventh at first base is Dan Driessen of the Cincinnati Reds. And batting eighth, playing third base, is Bill Madlock of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And of course, batting ninth is the pitcher, Bob Welch. Bob Welch also, I should have mentioned that. I forgot. He went to University of Michigan, right? Or Michigan State. I guess maybe it was State. All right, Frank Tanana. We've already looked at Tanana. We'll give him one more look here. And, he's a son of a bitch. You know my history with Frank Tanana. And we'll take a look at Wally Backman here. Backman leading off against Frank Tanana here in the bottom of the first. Backman, ground ball to second. There's one down. Next up is Terry Puhl, left-hander with a grounder to Molitor at second base. So 2 quick outs for Tanana. And that'll leave it up to Tony Gwynn to get something going. And Gwynn flies out to left field, and a 1-2-3 inning for Tanana. We go to the top of the second. We've got Tartabull, Aikens, and Hassey due up. And I bet you it tells you right here. I thought maybe he might have his, what the university that he went to. I believe it was U of M, but I can't remember right now. Okay, so here's Danny Tartabull representing Toronto. He's got 17 home runs on the season. And he crushes it to straightaway center field, 355 feet. caught by the center fielder, Terry Puhl. One down. Here's Willie Mays Aikens. Aikens batting .302 versus righties. Flies out to Parker. There's 2 down. And here's last year's MVP, Ron Hassey. And Hassey pops it up on the infield. So we go to the bottom of the second, no score. And, my philosophy for the All-Star game, if you've watched any of the other 2 All-Star games that we've played, I think, I try to let my pitchers go 2 innings, my starting pitchers, and then we start working in other players. I let all my batters get 2 at-bats, and then we try to get the bench in there. But since we're in the National League and we are going to need pinch hitters, maybe we save some for pinch hitting, and then we work them into the lineup. I don't know, into the field. I guess we'll see. So, the 1980 All-Star game that we played was in Los Angeles, and that was Jim Palmer for the American League versus Nolan Ryan. And then last year's All-Star game was in Cleveland, and that was Nolan Ryan and Jim Palmer again. So it's nice to have 2 new starting pitchers as Gary Redus strikes out to lead off the bottom of the second. There's 1K for Tanana. Dave Parker up next. Traded over to the Mets mid-season. Pops out into foul territory. Play is made by the first baseman, Aikens. And then Keith Moreland, everyday starter for the first time this year for the Dodgers, flies out to left field. So another 1-2-3 inning. This game is not very exciting so far. Willie Wilson leading off the inning with a base hit to left field. We got some speed on the base pass. And we're going to swap out Tanana. Tanana, good job going 2 innings. And Welch is a righty, so we're going to bring in Rance Mulliniks. Take a look at Rance real quick here. He is crushing it, batting .341. We're going to see the Royals later on this month for the first time. And I can't wait to play in their stadium. As I mentioned many times this season, I've manipulated all the stadium effects to my own personal mathematical equation. And it looks like Kansas City's had the most impact. So now we could steal or we could hit and run. I think we're going to hit and run on Bob Welch with Rance Mulliniks. And Wilson steals second anyway. All right, so we have a runner in scoring position. We don't need to swing away anymore. I mean, we don't need to hit and run anymore. We're going to swing away. That's what we're going to do. And then a walk, maybe a good move. Try to turn a double play. But we're going to go with a sacrifice bunt from Spike Owen. See if we can't move the runners up. Nice bunt to third. And everybody's safe. So Owen lays down a nice, perfect bunt. We'll give him a sacrifice, and George Brett's up. This is the guy you want in this position. I think we're going to also request a sacrifice fly and hope for something better. Oh, no. Ground ball to second. Will Wilson score? Yes, he does. And the American League takes an early 1-0 lead. Mulliniks goes to third. We give Brett the RBI there. Molitor up next, strikes out on an inside pitch. And, we're going to use Mulliniks on defense. We're going to take out Spike Owen. Well, I think we could use Mulliniks in different places, right? I mean, he can play anywhere on the infield. So, I still kind of... Well, you know what? We are going to put him at first base. Because Aikens sucks defensively. So, and there's too many Kansas City players already. So we're going to swap a Kansas City in for a Kansas City. And now we need to bring in a new pitcher. And guess who we're bringing in? We're bringing in Jack. So there's Morris coming into the ball game. And Jack, not a great record, 9-7. He lost a couple down the stretch. Heading into the All-Star game. .340 ERA, 78 Ks, and 127 innings pitched. Opponent's only batting .228 against him. He's got one complete game shutout. And you know the rest about Jack if you've been watching the series. He's our ace. And he's going to face Dan Driessen, first baseman for the Reds. Ground ball to short, and Owen tosses him out. There's one down. Next up is Mad Dog, Bill Madlock for the Pirates. And Morris strikes out Mad Dog. There's two quick outs, and pinch hitter Ted Simmons is in there. Now Simmons is still on St. Louis. And remember, in 1982, St. Louis played the Brewers in the World Series. So Ted Simmons actually went from one team to the other, and they played each other in the World Series. So in this case, he's still on the Cardinals. He was an all-star last year. He had 0 home runs at the time. I don't know what happened to the Cardinals last year to Busch Stadium, but he could not get a hit. Couldn't get a home run, I should say. And there he gets hit by a pitch. So he pitch hits, gets hit by a pitch. He's on first. Here is Wally Backman. And Backman will fly out to right center field. Plays made by Tartabull. They're bringing in a new pitcher, and it's Rick Ownby of the Mets, who's 14-4 this year with a .237 ERA, 97 K, and 148 innings pitched. He's got a couple shutouts, 4 complete games, pretty decent fastball, but his curve is his major pitch. Look at that, all 3 pitches over the average of 80. So he's got 3 solid pitches. This guy is going to be a good pitcher for a while. He's rated 93. And I guess in real life in 1982, he was in the minors for the Tidewater Tides. So here's Ron Kittle hitting a fly ball into right center field. One down. Next up is Danny Tartabull, and Tartabull walks. So runner on first. Here's Jack. I kind of want Jack to pitch another inning. And we do have, I guess we're not going to be able to see it here, but we do have a lot of pitchers who are listed as tired, so I don't know how effective they're going to be. We want Jack to go one more inning. So let's see if Morris can lay down a bunt. There he goes. Gets a bunt back to Ownby. Oh, he couldn't make it successful as Tartabull was thrown out at second base. So we have Morris running on first with his blazing 58 speed. And then Hassey hits a grounder to second. So we leave Morris stranded on first. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Morris is going to face Puhl, Tony Gwynn, one of my favorite players all time, and Gary Redus. Here's Terry Puhl leading off with the base hit up the middle. That's the first hit for the American League. Runner on first for Tony Gwynn. Gwynn batting .360 versus right-handers, .314 overall. This was the thin Tony Gwynn as Puhl steals second on Hassey. Hassey does not have a great arm. Puhl had 17 stolen bases. Okay, now we got to pull the outfield in. Nobody down as Gwynn pops it up. What looks to be foul territory. And the first baseman, Molnix, makes the play. So one down. We're going to play straight away now with Gary Redus up. And Redus hits a fly ball to center. Puhl tags up, takes third. And that'll leave it up to Dave Parker to tie up the game. Grounder to first. Molnix makes the play. So the American League maintains the 1-0 lead. We go to the top of the 5th. Willie Wilson leading off. Wilson, Molnix, and then Owen. Ground ball to first. I'm sorry, to third. Sorry, I was thinking about moving Mullinix to short next inning, so that's why first base was on my mind. So here's Mullinix with one down. Oh, Mullinix jacks it for a home run off Ownby. And it's 2-0 AL. Good job by Mullinix. So Spike Owen. Let's see, who do we have on our bench here? I want to bring in... I'm going to bring in Ernie Witt. No, yeah, let's bring in Ernie Witt. Then we'll move... Well, we'll figure it out. So, Spike Owen had 2 at-bats. And one down. Here's Ernie Witt. We'll take a look at Ernie Witt. Catcher for Toronto. So I guess Tartabull and Witt both made the team. 14 home runs, batting .267. We're going to face Toronto coming out of the break. Here's Witt. Witt walks. Runner on first. One down for George Brett. Let Brett swing away. He got the first RBI of the ball game. Brett flies out to center. 2 down. Paul Molitor up next. And he gets a base hit back through the center of the infield. Do we want to send Witt to third? It's the All-Star game. We're up 2-0. Let's do it. Oh, third out of third. That's just bad managing. Billy Martin was the manager for the American League in 1982, and Lasorda, Tommy Lasorda was the manager for the National League. Okay, so let's do some moving around here. We're going to move Ernie Witt to catcher. We are going to move Rance Mullinix to short. And then we're going to bring in Cardi Lansford to play first. And we're going to bring in George Orta to play second. There we go. Okay, so, and now we're going to switch out our pitcher, Morris. Good job by Jack. Couldn't get the bunt down, but that's all right. So the only okay, so can we bring in... Now, last year we brought in John Denny, right? Because he was a Cleveland pitcher in Cleveland. And I think he blew up the ball game. So let's see if John Denny could do a better job this year. Let's take a look at Denny a little bit closer. I feel bad for this guy. He is the ace of the Indians. He's 7-9 with that .381 ERA, 88 Ks in 146 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .241 against him. He's got 4 complete games. His fastball is his out pitch, rated an 85. He's got a couple other pitches he mixes in that are both below average. Somebody from Cleveland had to be represented. Probably should have been Jim Wilson, who was probably going to be Rookie of the Year the way he was going. Then they sent him down for no good reason. Okay, so here is Keith Moreland leading off against John Denny, and a base hit into left field. So the leadoff man is on for Dan Driessen. And a walk. Oh, come on, Denny. We need a double play right here infield. Bill Madlock up next. Ground ball to Orta. And they couldn't turn 2. I do have Orta kind of playing out of position. So Moreland and Driessen are safe, and they're going to bring in a pinch hitter, John Tamargo. This is the Montreal representative. He's the catcher for Montreal. Now remember, Montreal didn't have any money at the end of last season. They were in the negative, so they couldn't sign any free agents. Everybody was released at the end of the year, and so they don't really have any many decent players. Now, we'll give up a run. I almost feel like we should. Yeah, we're not going to play the infielder. We're going to play everything straight away. See if Denny can get the switch hitter to Margot. A shot to center. Wilson makes the plate as Moreland tags up and scores for the National League. 2-1. Here's Wally Backman. This is third time through the lineup for Backman. I bought Wally Backman a beer when I was in Las Vegas. My only claim to fame in that period. I didn't win any money when I lived there. But I did buy him a beer at Applebee's. Okay, so we go to the top of the sixth. National League gets on the board. It's 2-1. And here's Nolan Ryan. So this is the third All-Star game for Ryan in a row. And he's 10-6 with a 2.92 ERA, 146 Ks and 148 innings pitched. For this era, that's really great, obviously. Pretty decent statistics. He's got 5 complete games and a shutout. Fastball, you know, he is got the best fastball in baseball. Rated to 91, actually, but his curveball is decent. He's got a couple other pitches he mixes in. So, Nolan Ryan facing Ron Kittle. Power versus power right here. Kittle gets a ground ball to short, and Backman tosses him out. 1 down. Here is Danny Tartabull. Tartabull hitting a fly ball into left center field. 2 down. And we're going to go ahead and take out John Denny. And we're going to bring in the Bull, Greg Luzinski. There we go. Let's take a look at the Bull. He's on the Orioles this season. And he's got 14 home runs on the season. Batting .323 with a .416 OBP. It's pretty solid. But he plays terrible defense, and we're going to have to use him in the outfield. So, let's see. 2 down, Ryan versus Luzinski. And a base hit into center field. Runner on first for Cardi Lansford. First time we're seeing Lansford today. Take a look at his stats there, batting .298. In 1981, in real life, he led the American League in batting average for Boston. Do we hit and run? Not against Nolan Ryan. We'll just take our chances. As a ground ball to third, Luzinski tossed out at second. So we are going to use Luzinski on defense. We're going to put him in left field. That'll do it for Ron Kittle. We could put Kittle behind the plate. Technically, he can catch. But we're not going to. And George Orta listed as infield, but why is he so bad defensively? I guess that's his position. Okay. All right. So, now we've got to bring in another pitcher here in the sixth. And we've got some lefties due up, so we're going to bring in Mark Langston. He's a lefty. And he's 10-9 on the season for the Mariners with a .478 ERA. Opponents are betting .256 against him. He's got 3 complete games. And out of curiosity, what is his splits? Oh, lefties hit him pretty well. He's got like the reverse splits there. Okay, so Langston's going to face Terry Puhl. Striking him out. There we go. 1 down. Next up is Tony Gwynn. Batting .195 versus lefties. There's a base hit into right. Looking at the defense out there, you'll see that Luzinski in left and Tartabull in right. Pretty poor defensively, and also don't forget about George Orta there. Okay, so runner on first. 3 hits now for the National League. Gary Redus popping it up. to third. Play is made by Brett. There's 2 down. It's going to leave it up to Dave Parker. Parker batting 158 versus left-handers. And he gets a base hit past Brett at third, and the tying run scores from first on the RBI double by Parker. It's 2-2. Come on. All right, we're not doing so good with the matchups. Here's Keith Moreland. Moreland, ground ball base hit that gets past Orta. There's the defensive problem. Parker holds at third, and they're going to bring in a pinch hitter. It's Johnny Ray of the Pirates, former Rookie of the Year in real life. No chance of him hitting home runs, I guess. Batting .346 for Pittsburgh on a last-place team. Okay, first and third, 2 down. Wow, he's batting .489 versus left-handers. Well, we've got to try to get him through this inning. There we go. Pops it up. Brett makes the catch, and that'll do it. The National League tie it up, though, at 2. And we go to the top of the 7th. We've got Willie Wilson, Mullenix, and Ernie Witt. Okay, against Nolan Ryan. Youch. Okay, Willie hits a ground ball to short. 1 down. Here's Rance Mullenix. He's got a home run in this ball game. Here he hits a ground ball to second. Redus throws him out. And we're going to give Ernie Witt another at-bat. We've only got Biff Pocoroba on the bench. Hey, Ernie Witt, base hit to left field. Runner on first, and George Brett's up. Come on, Brett. We need a big hit here. Oh, he strikes out. Swinging, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Okay, so we do have Langston coming up next inning. So maybe we try to get him. He does get righties out better than lefties, so maybe we get him another inning here. I mean, this game could go into extras, and then we'd be in trouble as he strikes out Bill Madlock, and they are pulling Ryan. They're going to bring in Mike Gates as a pinch hitter. Hey, another Montreal Expos player, batting .310. He's a shortstop for the Expos. Not a lot of pop. National League is a stealing speed league. Gates strikes out. So back-to-back Ks. It's 3 for Langston, and now it's Wally Backman with 2 down, and he strikes out. So Langston strikes out the side. We go to the top of the 8th, all tied at 2. Jesse Orozco is the new pitcher for the National League. Orozco, of course, on the Mets. He is a closer, 14 out of 18 in relief. Opponents are batting .141 against him with that .227 ERA. He is a lefty. Pretty solid pitcher. Okay, so, whoops, there we go. Here is George Orta. Let's take a look at the in-game stats at this point. Orta, first appearance at the plate. And Orta strikes out looking. And now it is pinch hitting time. Wait, there we go. We're taking out Langston. We've only got one hitter left, and that is Biff Pocoroba. So if we go into extras, the pitcher's going to have to bat. All right. We didn't play this out well. Pocoroba, by the way, on the White Sox, 14 home runs, having a career year. Batting .264. His OPS is over 800. More known for being a defensive catcher, but pretty solid season playing every day for the White Sox. Okay, so he's batting .308 versus left-handers. And he gets a base hit past the first baseman, Ray. Pokaroba has himself a double. Nicely done. So runner on second with one down for Danny Tartabull. Tartabull 0 for 2 with a walk today. And a wild pitch will move Pokaroba to third. Oh, man, I wish we had a pinch runner. Okay, so they're playing the infield in. We need a sac fly from the teenager. Is he still 19? Yeah. Danny Tartabull, 19 years old. He's a teenager, but a veteran of 609 at-bats. Okay, so a sac fly. Let's get it to the outfield. Let's get Pokaroba in. That'll do it. That is a 2-run. Oh, it's off the wall. I thought it was gone. Tartabull did too. He's pimping it around first. Cruises into second with a double, and the American League take the lead, 3-2. Nicely done there by Tartabull. So runner on second, only one out. Here is the bull, Greg Luzinski. He strikes out looking. 2 down. That'll leave it up to Cardi Lansford, and Lansford strikes out looking as well. Yeah, we're going to put Pokaroba in there at catcher, and Ernie Witt will go out. Is there a different configuration here that works better defensively? Lansford's 84 at third. Oh, he's 91. Okay. So this is... He's at short. Okay. And then he's a left fielder no matter what. I think Tartabull's a left fielder too. No, he's a right fielder. Okay, anyway. So there's nothing else we can do defensively to improve our chances here. We're going to bring in a reliever. We have 2 lefties up, and you know what that means. Capizzello's coming into the ball game. He didn't come all the way to Montreal to hang out in the bullpen and eat fine Montreal cheese. I don't know if souffle. I don't know what their food is. Okay, so here is Capizzello. I'm not worldly. I'm well traveled, but I'm doing something that's not worldly. Okay, so here's Cappy. Let's take a look at Cappy. We should give him his flowers here. He's pitched in 40 games for us. He's 6-1 with a 1.03 ERA. I don't know if that is a metric, but it's probably even lower, right, in Montreal. Opponents are betting .217 against him. He's got 1 save. He did blow one, but he crushes it versus left-handers. They're betting .194 against him, and righties don't fare much better. All right. Okay. Here we go, Terry Puhl. Leading off against George Capizzello, and Puhl hits a fly ball to right field. There's 1 down. Next up is Tony Gwynn. Now, he does have 1 hit today, and that was against a left-hander, against Langston. And he strikes out looking. Look at Capizzello. Maybe the least known player on either team, and he is crushing it right now. Now, he's going to face the cleanup hitter, Gary Redus. Redus has power and speed. And Cappy strikes him out. Nicely done. We're going to the 9th inning. The National League is bringing in Krukow. Cubs pitcher Mike Krukow, 13-4 on the season, 2.32 ERA, 77 Ks in 147 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .262 against him. He's got 3 shutouts. They're pretty solid. A lot of shutouts in the National League. His out pitch is his curve. He's got 3 other pitches, all below average. Okay, so we've got Wilson, Molinix, and then is Capizzello going to bat? Maybe we should let him bat. All right, here we go. We have no other choice, really, as Willie Wilson pops it up. If Capizzello gets a base hit, he is the MVP of this game. All right, here's Rance Molinix. He does have a home run today. Maybe he's the MVP. I don't know. Oh, he strikes out looking. And we're going to let Capizzello bat. If he gets injured in this game and can't pitch the second half, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, so here's Capizzello. We have nobody on the bench. We could throw another pitcher in there, but where's the fun in that, right? It's an exhibition game. Ground ball to third. He makes contact. And the third baseman, Bill Madlock, tosses him out. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. We're taking Capizzello out, and we're going to close the game with John Tudor. The other three pitchers are listed as tired. And if we do go into extra innings, I guess we could do matchups even, because we got Ramirez and Leonard. So we're going to bring in Tudor to get Dave Parker. John Tudor, 9-7, 4.27 ERA. Good pitcher. Boston's having a rough year. All right, Dave Parker batting 158 versus left-handers. And a ground ball to short. Mullenix throws him out. There's one down. Okay, we're going to bring in Dennis Leonard next for Kansas City, as if we haven't seen enough Royals. 13-4 for the first place Royals, 4.11 ERA. He's got 4 complete games. 1 shutout. Fastball's only tops out at 87, but it is his best pitch, so he must spot it pretty well. Slider's good too. Change in the curve or incidental. Okay, here's Dennis Leonard to face Keith Moreland. 1 down in the 9th. And he walks him nuts. Runner on first. Johnny Ray's up. Ray's batting 324. And Ray hits a high fly ball into center field. That is deep, 360 feet. Just a long out, and it's going to be up to Bill Madlock to keep the game alive. I could walk Madlock to get to Krukow and see what they do, but we're going to face it head on. We are going to guard the lines, though. No extra base hits like we happened to us in the 6th inning. Okay. Oh, Moreland steals second with a 68 speed? Come on Pocoroba? Now they're begging me to walk him. And we have to. That's the right thing to do. And they're going to bring in Jim Gantner. Oh, come on. Gantner. He's on St. Louis this season. He's the reverse Ted Simmons. Yeah, he's good. What are we going to do here? Do we have any lefties that are healthy? We don't. We just have Doug Rao. And I think we go with Dennis Leonard. We're going to pull the outfield in now against the left-hander Gantner, batting 317 versus right-handers. Comes down to this. Fly ball in the center field. Get it? Yes! Oh, wait. No, the National League won. Oh, no. Oh, come on. AL loses 4-3. That must have been a double off the wall. That was unexpected, and that sucks. Come on. Capizzello would have got the win. Oh, let's take a look at the box score and get out of here. Man, you know what? Well, the box score is popping up. Let's go back and take a look at the rosters, right? That's, I don't know what's taking so long here. Let's take a look at the transactions from the game. Let's really thinking about it, thinking about how mad I am at it. Okay, let's just take a look at the full rosters here. We'll probably cover this before tomorrow's game. So, yeah, we know all the American Leaguers already. So who else did we not see in the National League? Doyle Alexander for the Phillies made it. Bob Nepper of the Gigantes. Bench players, Joe Sambito, we did not see him, and Craig Swan. So they got all of their hitters into the ballgame too, right? Did we miss any? Oh, Silvio Martinez for Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, I think we saw everybody else. And Keith Moreland was the MVP. All right, let's take a look at that box score. Man, I don't even know. Moreland was the MVP. I didn't play that right. Was that a double? It was a double by Jim Gantner. Everybody scored. Dennis Leonard takes the loss. Capizzello, he deserved the win. 4 Ks by Langston. Good job there. Paul Molitor had 2 base hits for the American League, and Mullenix had that home run. Kept George Brett in there, and for the whole game, he did not get a run, I guess. We'll give him that much. And the National League, Keith Moreland, 2 hits. Only 6 overall by the National League, but they made it count. So that's going to do it for this All-Star game. We're going to come back tomorrow with the second half of the 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. I believe we are going to Exhibition Stadium. So we're just going to put Capizzello and Morris on the train from Montreal to Toronto. And we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.